Hello everyone, in this particular lecture we are going to learn about that how we can create a image slider in the JavaScript, right? So you might have seen the image slider in most of the website, in which when you click on a button the image gets changed and the image next to the image is shown, right? So that we are going to create today. Well, I'm going to explain mainly the JavaScript part and the logic behind it. All the CSS and the HTML part I will explain you truly, right? So you can see this is the HTML part of our code basically, and if you look at the top, this is the main div whose class is slider. Inside of this I'm having two different div. This one div is the for the slides, and this particular div is for the button. Inside the button div we are having two different buttons. One is for the previous slide and one is for the next slide, right? And yeah, and if you look inside the slides, basically slides div, we are having three different images, right? I have also given the source to the image. I have took the image from the Unsplash. If you don't know about Unsplash, you can take the images. These are the free images available here, right? All the images are free. You can simply just go on the image, click on the right click here and go to the copy image address and just paste it on any of the image that you want, right? So that's how, just paste it here like this, and yeah, it is done, right? So this is how we create the HTML part of our image slider. This is the main thing, right? So yeah, now coming forward to the CSS part, let's first finish the CSS also. So for the universal I put the box sizing at the border box, and then for the body I put the font family, margin, padding like this. And then the slider, what is the slider? Let me show you again. This slide is the main div, right? The main div inside of which the image div and the button div are available, right? So for the slider I put the position as the relative, max width as the something 800 pixel I have to. The margin, you can see the margin, the overflow, right? Overflow is hidden because that no other content will appear outside the border radius, and also I have given the border radius too. Now, coming to the slides, what is the slide? Well, this is a div inside of which all the images are stored, right? So in the slides, basically the display is flexed. There's some transition properties, and the width is given, right? Yeah. Now, slides image. Inside the slides, I'm also having image. So for the image element, I have took the width as 100%, height is automatic, and flex ring as 0, right? And if I talk about the buttons, then it is very important to work on the button. Basically the position is took absolute because it will float up on the image main slides, main slider div, right? That's why its position is made absolute, and at the top is 50%, width is 100%, and the display flex justify content space between, and the transform translate that is in minus 50 degree, right? And the buttons button, basically this buttons is the div which is containing button. And for the button, if I talk about, I have given the background color, the main color of the text, the border, the padding, and the font size, and the cursor. I hope you have copied everything till now and understood that how we have created the HTML and CSS part. Now I will write down the main JavaScript part too, right? So let's start the JavaScript. And how we will start? Basically, in the starting, we will take the element by ID, the slides. What is the slides? The slides, right? Because inside of it, all the images are stored, right? So let's take the slide that is const slides equals to document dot get element by ID. Now after that, we put a bracket here. Inside of this, we will write slides, slides, right? Slides, this slide, as you can see, slides, right? Yeah. Now coming forward, const total slides equals to slides dot children dot length, right? So we are taking the element, whatever the element inside of it, so that I'm storing it's inside the total slides, right? till now we are having three different elements, the three different images, right? So yeah, now coming forward, I'll also put here one thing, that is index is also important. So I will initiate a index variable as 0, right? So int index is not int, sorry, I'm so sorry, that will be let basically, right? So let the index equals to 0 because its value is going to change, that's why we have not put the const, we have used the let here, right? Yeah, now coming forward, I will create one function. The function will is what? The function is show slides. Show slides, let me put it capital, right? And we will take the argument as I, right? Now here we will write index equals to I. I is which we got in the parameter, right? So I, and then plus total slides, and then divided by, means the remainder with the total slides, right? So what is happening here? With this we are getting the index, right? Now coming forward, we will write slides dot style dot transform transform. Okay, I have put the comma here, right? So slides dot style dot transform equals to, we are changing the css basically, right? And we will say that translate in the x direction, that is x, and then let's put it backtick here, right? Because we need to input some text also inside of it, right? So yeah, now we will put minus and then the dollar sign and curly bracket. Inside of this we will write index, whatever the index you got, into 100, right? After that percentage, like this. So slides dot style dot transform equals to translate x bracket, inside of this you'll write minus whatever the index you got, right? With the help of index actually we are calculating, right? So yeah, now coming forward, uh, for the index 0 it will be on the main. After that, since you will get to the next image whose index will be 1, so it will translate 100% in the x direction that we are doing, right? So 1 into 100, that's what it is showing. I hope you get it, right? Now after that, since you can see I'm having two different buttons. One is for previous slide function I have called inside of it, and the next slide I have called it. So we will create these functions now. So function function but next slide, right? Inside this next slide, when you click on the right side button, in that particular case it will share show slides. Inside of this the index will be index plus 1. Whatever the index is present, just increase it and send it into the what show slides function, and it will transform the image by that into 100%, right? So yeah, that is what happening here. I hope you get it till now, right? Now the same thing is going to be applied in the next function, that is in the previous slides, that is previous slide, right? But here what will happen, just one thing, that is rather than adding we will minus it, right? So yeah, it is done. Now let's see that how it is working. This is the main javascript code for it. And let's see, if you go here you can see I'm having images, and these two are the buttons. This is the button and this is the one button, right? So let's just click on it and see that whether it is working or not. 3 2 1. Okay, it is not working. What's the reason? We need to check. Okay, let's see. So what mistake that we have done is that show slides, we have called the previous slide, we have made the show slides index plus 1 here. uh, is there anything mistake in the, okay, let me check. Okay, so very basic mistake that we have done is that we have misspelled the length spelling, right? So it will be length rather than hd, right? Now let's go and see that whether it is working or not. Again we will click on it, and yes, you can see the image slider is now ready, right? Now when I click on the next, again it gets changed. Now again if I click on this, you can see it put me again to the first image, right? Because the index value 0 is now sent to the function again, like this. And even if you click on the left button, it will take you back index minus 1, right? So this is the complete functionality, and this is the main logic behind building this image slider in JavaScript. I hope you understood the concept very clearly. If you do, then make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.